Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcoin Guys, bringing my guide for Metroid Dread 0% items on Dread difficulty. Today we're doing part 23, entitled Power Bomb. This is the last true upgrade of the game. After that, it's of course onward to Ravenbeak. We're going to have to fight, I think, 2 statue guardian boss fights. So that's gonna be fun, right? Yeah, we gotta fight the red one to get Power Bomb because he kills the Emmy in terms of context of the story. And then for the gold version, he's just like the final true stepping stone next to Ravenbeak. Which, I mean, to be fair, he's just as hard as all the other guardians that are, at least later on. The later half of them, you know, the ones that started getting like the laser powers and stuff. So, anyway, now we gotta fight the red guardian guy. And he's got a shield, of course. The rest of them are going to. They're pretty much just going to upgrade from each individual version of each other, so that's just how it kind of works. Sometimes it's a small upgrade, sometimes it's just nothing really at all, like this guy. Yeah, just shoot him a few times, and then he'll jump on the wall like at least 2-3 times. After the second or third time, he'll eventually just give you a chance to parry his shield, and there you go. Now with the lasers, I recommend just standing on the ground, don't do space jumps. Just stand on the ground, you know, wait for it to give you the visual cue that he's going to do it. After that, just flash shift and just avoid it outright that way. That's my recommendation. After that, yeah, it's just shooting him non-stop with your beam. I'd recommend just using beams on these guys. Mainly because, like, rocket, there's not enough missiles. I mean, we're doing 0% anyway. We only got, like, 15 missiles. I mean, what's Storm Missile really going to do? Even if I wanted to use it, so, yeah. And now, in terms of context of the story, Samus now basically kind of has Metroid DNA, so she's basically part Chozo, part Metroid, part X-Parasite, part human, I think, technically. Yeah, so yeah, part bird, all that shit. There's like another one, I think. There's like 5. I could have sworn there was 5. I don't know. I can't remember on top of my head, but yeah, so there you go. She's got pretty much everything underneath the sun. She just can't stop inheriting new ancestry, new things here and there. She doesn't seem to ever want to let that go, I guess. Anyway, that's it for at least almost all of the statue guys. We still have another one to go. I think these are technically the statue Chozos because they look like Chozo. And secondly, they probably seem to exist as I don't know. I always get them mixed up because there's like the other guys, and I think like one's called the Guardian or whatever. Who cares? You guys already know. I mean. Yeah. So also because we're doing 0% run, we have no Power Bomb upgrades. And for those that might be thinking like, well, what the hell? Like, why do you have 2 then? That's not fair. You shouldn't have 2. That's Metroid Dread. I didn't make it. They're the ones that gave me 2. You typically, in most games, start off with 2 anyway. Why do you start off with 15 missiles? I don't know. That's just what Dread gave us.
Uploading data.
So you could theoretically say like, well, of course you upgraded. You have 15 missiles. That's stupid. Nah, I didn't do anything. You'll see proof at the very end of the guide in the next episode. You'll see the proof that literally says 0% items on it. I don't know. The thing is, like, I always worry about people too much. But the thing is, like, even if somebody was to say, like, no, you didn't do this. You couldn't have done this. This is impossible. How did you even do this on Dread Mode? You didn't do this. Even if somebody was to say that, how are they going to prove it anyway? How are they going to prove that I'm wrong anyway? And then they'll probably say something like, oh, well, you know, prove that you're right. Prove that you did it. Why do I gotta prove it when I did? You're the one that can't prove that I'm not doing it. Nobody said that yet. I'm just making preemptive because, like, my brain does that stuff where it's like, oh, you know, most likely someone's gonna say that eventually about one of your guides that there's no proof that you've done it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here. That's it. But yeah, so... Anyway, enough of that jargon, because it's just pointless. Negativity stuff, right? So, fighting onto this guy, he's pretty much, of course, the gold variant. He's going to do about the same thing that all of them do, except there's one difference, and that's this right here. When you go to parry the shield, as long as he's in his standing form, when you do the parry shield, you want to instantly just hold down the grapple hook, and then, like, don't aim or anything, but just hold it down, let it attach to itself, and then after that, pull it back, and then you should be able to break out the shield. It's a cool fight. It's just, you know, the whole grapple part of it does kind of make it a little bit more annoying. But it's not too difficult, to be fair. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, pretty much the same thing as the last guy. You're just going to want to flash shift whenever he's about to do his attack. And then he'll roar. He'll usually do about 3 laser attacks. And then he'll roar, jump down, slam down. Thing will create an AoE on both sides. Just avoid that. Now, the key trick with these guys, of course, obviously I'm going to say, you know, all the time, is it's patience. Patience is the biggest thing I can give you, advice-wise, for these types of fights. Because as long as you're patient and you wait for them to do an attack, figure out what they're going to do next, and then just fight them off while they're doing said attack, or while they're just not doing anything else. You'd be better off that way, honestly. It'd save you a lot of trouble. But yeah, that's it for them. We're now going to Itarash, and that's pretty much going to be the true final level. So next up is Ravenbeak. So I'm going to edit that video next, and then I will see you guys in the next part. Of course, we got to powerbomb this real quick. I'm just doing it just to save room, or save time, mainly. Yeah, that's it for this. So see you guys then. Take care, everybody.